Welcome to DGreat African Folktales. Today's story is one that carries a deep lesson about friendship, choices, and the power of influence. Stay with me till the end. This tale will remind you that not every friend is truly a friend. Once upon a time, in a quiet African village called Campaton, there lived a young boy named Dima. His father had passed away when he was just 3 years old, leaving him and his mother to face life's challenges alone. His mother loved him dearly and did her best to raise him well, teaching him to be humble, respectful, and to stay away from anything that was not good. As Dima grew, he made a close friend named Yeri. The two were always together, they farmed together, played together, and even shared their dreams for the future. But there was one problem. Yeri was deeply involved in fetish practices, things the elders warned young men to stay far away from. At first, Dima disliked Yeri's strange lifestyle. But as time went on, the power of friendship became stronger than wisdom. Slowly, he began to follow Yeri to places he once feared, shrines, gatherings, and the homes of those who claimed to hold magical powers. In those days, the women were known for their virtue and strength of character. They were not easily lured or deceived. So many young men who lacked patience turned to charms, trying to win women's affection by force. One day, Yeri convinced Dima to visit a native doctor to seek help in making a beautiful young lady in the village love him. Dima hesitated but was eventually persuaded. The native doctor gave him a calabash filled with a charm and gave him very strict instructions. 1. When you get home, place the calabash outside your door. 2. Call the name of the girl you wish to be with. 3. Go into your room, turn off the light, and lie quietly on your bed. 4. Whatever happens in the night, do not speak, just follow the charm's direction. Dima, filled with excitement and foolish courage, did as he was told. He placed the calabash outside his door, but in his haste, he forgot to call the name of the girl as instructed. That night, before going to bed, Dima's mother stepped outside to make sure everything around the house was in order. Seeing the calabash by her son's door, she assumed it was something he had forgotten and took it inside her room for safekeeping. But that night, something strange happened. The charm, confused by Dima's mistake, drew his mother instead of the girl he desired. What followed was a night of confusion and regret, a night that changed everything. Days went by, and Dima began to feel an unbearable sense of guilt. Something in his spirit troubled him deeply. Finally, he went to his mother and asked, "Mama, did you touch a calabash in front of my room some nights ago?" His mother nodded gently. "Yes, my son. I saw it there one night and took it inside, thinking I would return it to you in the morning." Dima's heart dropped. He cried out, "Mama! Oh, what have we done?" And in tears, he explained everything that had happened. His mother was devastated, trembling in disbelief and sorrow. The next morning, Dima decided he could no longer stay in the village. He packed a few of his clothes and left, saying to his mother, "I am leaving for a place where no one will ever know my name." On his way, he met his friend Yeri and told him everything that had happened. Yeri promised to keep it secret, but as soon as Dima left, he ran to the elders and told them all. The story spread like wildfire across the village. People spoke in whispers, and Dima's mother could no longer hold her head high. Months later, she discovered she was expecting a child, a painful reminder of the mistake caused by her son's wrong choices. 9 months passed, and she gave birth to a baby girl. Meanwhile, Dima, far away in another land, was taken in by an old woman who showed him kindness. Life was hard at first, but over time, he worked hard, became successful, and built a new life. Years later, the daughter his mother had given birth to grew into a beautiful young woman. Yet, she often heard whispers from her peers that her story was unlike anyone else's. One day, she confronted her mother, demanding to know the truth. Her mother, with tears streaming down her face, confessed everything. The young woman was heartbroken. "Mama," she said, "I cannot live with this truth. And just like her brother years ago, she left the village, never to return. And so, from one wrong friendship came a chain of sorrow that lasted for generations. Sparkle's lesson. Be careful who you call a friend. Train your children in the right path, and stand firm in guiding them, because one bad influence can destroy a lifetime of effort. Thank you for watching DGreat African Folktales. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe, and remember, every choice we make today shapes our tomorrow.